My tips for writing language exams are pretty much the same as my tips for speaking language exams, so I'll go over both in this video as a lot of people have speaking exams coming up as well. So the thing I said in the past is to memorise short paragraphs. Now in terms of speaking, your school should have given you a list of set questions that they will ask in the general conversation. We're going to show you mine. So this is my French speaking book. So this is theme 1. As you can see, for each little subtopic I've written a few lines which I've tried to memorise as best I can. This is the same for theme 2 and the same here for theme 3. And again, this is the exact same for Spanish, theme 1, 2 and 3. So I did both language exams. So the main thing to take into account when writing these is to really take your time and make them as high level as possible. Try and put in as many high level structures as you can. If you're aiming for a grade 8 or 9, you need to be getting really good structures, C clauses, idioms, comparative phrases, conditional. All this needs to be in these little paragraphs. It's great help for the speaking exam because if they ask you one of these questions or something similar, you know exactly what you can say. But these are also so useful for the writing, because if you get a question about the environment, you've got like maybe 3 or 4 different ones that you can pull into and pull together an answer. You've already got set sentences here and there that you're used to writing and speaking and using again and again and again that you can reuse. And also your 90 word and your 150 word are marked by different people, so you can use the same structures, the same sentences even in both, it doesn't matter. And then I'd also just make yourself some flashcards with some really nice structures, whatever grade you're aiming for. I was aiming for a 9, I made myself really nice grade 9 structures. This one is great for Spanish. Si pudiera cambiar una cosa de, which means if I could change one thing about, because it uses conditional. It's conditional, imperfect, subjunctive. And it's also like a link phrase. So that's really great to get in. Lots of other things. I would do it again, in my opinion, like all these phrases. I just literally drilled these phrases. Again, this is the most important thing that I learned, was these phrases here, about 20. And I used it in my writing and my speaking constantly. I had at least 5 in each writing answer and at least 1 or 2 in each speaking answer. Drilled the phrases in. Good luck.